What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Dose of Reddit. This is your host with a brand new microphone. That's right, the Shure SM7B. Zach, and today's subreddit is r/TalesFromRetail. This story's called, She Trusts Her Friend's Opinion Over Mine. On mobile, so sorry for dodgy formatting. So I work in a well-known, kinda cheap clothing store in Australia. I have been working in clothing for 5 years-ish, so I know what and how an item of clothing is supposed to fit you, especially jeans. I'm constantly getting told by mothers that I don't know what I'm talking about and that I'm stupid or just trying to make a sale, blah blah blah. However, this story is not about them. This story is about a girl who lost weight and wasn't confident in her sizing choices or what suits her new body. Lost about 22 kilograms. Damn. So brought a friend along with her. Here's the cast. There's me. Duh.
Nice girl, budgie friend.
This girl went from about a size 18 to a 12, which is amazing. And her friend was about an 18 to 20, give or take. Now, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I know my stuff when it comes to clothing to finding your perfect fit. Nice girl wanted a couple new pairs of jeans as she doesn't fit her old ones anymore. We have heaps of different styles: high-rise, mid-rise, 3-button, single buttons, with or without rip. Heaps! So I do my retail thing and ask the questions and narrow down to about 4 pairs for her to try on. I ask her her size, and this is how the conversation went. What size are you?
I think a 12.
No worries, I'll grab you a 12 in these two, and
She's more of a 16. Her fat ass doesn't fit into many things. Oh, okay, I'll take a 14.
are you sure? I think they'll be too big.
She said she wants a 14.
Ignoring her friend, I'll give you a 12 and a 14 in these, and once you've got one pair on, come out and show me. She comes out in 14, which is bunching behind the knees, and she's constantly having to readjust them and pull them up. Knowing they are the wrong size and hoping she will realize this, I say, how do you feel?
I think they look great. Oh, really? I thought they were a little baggy. No, they're perfect. That's how it's supposed to fit.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna vomit if I do that voice again. Nice girl looks at me, wanting confirmation. They're baggy around your knees, and I can see they are too loose around your waist. Try on the 12 and let's compare. While nice girl is changing, benchy friend says to me,
She won't fit the 12. She's a chunky girl like me.
I didn't respond. Thankfully, as nice girl came out, I cut off complainy friend. They look much better. How do you feel?
They look way too tight. They don't suit you at all. Oh, yeah, they are a little tight. I knew they wouldn't fit you. You shouldn't have even tried them on.
The 12s look better around your leg, but it comes down to you and how you feel in them. Complainy friend facing me
She'll take the 14s.
turns to her friend.
Come on, let's go. I'm hungry. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take the 14.
Okie dokie. No worries then. I'll take these to the counter for you. They leave, and the complainy friend says something snarky to nice girl and laughs while glaring at me. 2 weeks later, nice girl comes back alone. Thank God. And asked to get the 12s as she wore the 14s for not even an hour, and they kept falling down and were so uncomfortable. Of course, I was happy to help and to let her know that although friends have their opinions with colors and what products to try on, but trust the staff know what they are talking about when it comes to size and how it fits your body. That was really nice of you, and she really needs to have a new friend in her life. Someone that supports her new lifestyle, and someone who supports that she's trying to freaking lose weight and be healthier and feel better about herself. And good on OP here for trying really hard to make her feel better about it. Because clothes shopping and fitting rooms especially can be really stressful and can make you feel really bad about yourself. Alright, this story's called, Ma'am, we can't order an item if you don't know what the item is. Alrighty, I'm back with another story for you fine folks. It was a few weeks ago that I was supervising my cashiers. I manage customer service at a certain retail chain, and I see her. Definitely a Karen. I'm already bracing myself. I'm distracted by another cashier, so I don't see where she ends up until I hear the raised voice. I look down the row of registers and yep, she's hurling abuse at one of my girls. I go over to the other cashier, give her a tap on the elbow, the signal I use with my peeps to let them know I'm taking over and to remove themselves from whatever poor excuse of a human they've had to deal with, and situate myself in front of Karen so my cashier can make her escape. Hi there, ma'am. I'm OP. How can I help you?
You people,
She hisses.
have gotten my order wrong.
She emphasizes this by picking up the packaged curtain in front of her and slamming it down on the counter. Oh, I'm so sorry. May I see your order slip? She tosses that down too, and I pick it up and compare it to what's in front of me. Wouldn't you know it, the item and SKU matches. And oh, look! The item description on the packing slip is exactly the same. Well, ma'am, it looks like what was delivered to you actually is what you ordered. If you just wanted to do a return, we can get that done right now.
No, I don't want a goddamn return. I want the item that I ordered. I did the order here with you people and you got it wrong. They must have put in the wrong curtain because this is definitely not what I agreed to buy.
Beaver sausage, because you literally have to sign an order to confirm you reviewed it before it's finalized. But I didn't say this out loud, obviously. People are staring at this point, so I start guiding her towards one of our desks a bit out of the way and call for a floor associate to meet us. I'm sorry about that. Come on this way and we'll get a new order completed for you and do a quick exchange with the old ones. The associate, let's name him Will, meets us at the computer and I explain the situation to him. No problem, Will says. Which curtain did you want to order as a replacement?
Well, how am I supposed to know?
There's a pause. Will and I look at Karen. We look at each other. We look back at Karen. She must see something in our expressions because she adds,
I just know it wasn't the one that was shipped.
Poor Will looks so lost, so I try and guide things along. Do you by any chance remember the name of style of curtain? Karen shakes her head no. The name of the brand? No. Can you describe it to us, please?
It kinda looks like this one,
She holds up the wrong curtain.
but it's not like this.
Will has officially checked out and is just enjoying the show at this point. All right, was it a different color? No. Different size? Same brand, but different style? Did the name sound familiar? Anything? Anything, woman, please!
No, I don't think so.
Then Karen gets a grand old idea.
You guys had it on display in your curtain room. It's how I did the order. I gave the worker the ticket from the display, but obviously she must have typed in the wrong code or something. I'll go back there and get the ticket again.
She walks off and leaves Will and me staring after her. Should I go help her? Will obviously wants the answer to be no. No, I can guarantee she'll be back in a minute. Just hang out in case we can convince her to still do an order. Lo and behold, Karen comes storming to the desk, spitting mad. As expected, the mysterious curtain that is like the one she ordered, but definitely not the one she ordered, has disappeared. Who'da thunk it?
This is the first time you people have done this,
Rants Karen.
I will never shop here again. I always regret coming here. I can't believe this is how you treat customers. Oh, I am so furious. I'm steaming. I wanted that curtain and now it's just gone and none of you know which one it is. Who is in charge here?
Will, the trader, points to me and slowly backs away, scooting himself around the corner and out of sight.
Your employees are useless. This wouldn't even be a problem if she had done my order right the first time. And now you can't even find a simple curtain? I'm gonna write a letter. I'm gonna write a letter about how terrible this store is. I want to know the address of your headquarters and I want to know who your president is.
I sigh and walk her back to the registers, process her return, hand her the receipt with our corporate number, tell her the name of our CEO, and wish her luck. What? Oh my gosh. How many of you guys want to bet that she just wanted to return her curtain and she just didn't want to risk at all seeming like the type of person to make any mistake at all? As if making a return admits that you made a mistake in purchasing it? I don't know what the hell's going on here, but that was a pretty good story. This story's called Threatened a 17-year-old because his order had burnt in a warehouse fire. Hello, I thought I'd share a tale from my first ever job. I'm on mobile and English is my first and only, language. The title is pretty much it, to be honest. Alright, let's move on then. The day before this happened, we have been informed that one of the warehouses that made and shipped new kitchens had been set on fire by accident by a group of kids messing around in it after finding a broken door that didn't lock properly. Unfortunately, the fire killed 2 of the kids and seriously injured the rest of the kids. Starting a fire in a wood and chemical-filled warehouse was a terrible idea, but they were kids and didn't deserve that end in nightmares. An email had gone out to people who had ordered a kitchen from us explaining that there was going to be a delay and they can wait or get a full refund and a 20% voucher. I had been inundated with calls and people coming in asking for refunds and such in various degrees of anger, but one stood out. I had just swapped a screwdriver for someone who had gotten the wrong one. The old one was still on the desk when our protagonist turned up. There's me, and there's customer. Hello, how can I? What has happened to my freaking kitchen? Sir, I'm afraid that a fire in the warehouse has caused us to lose the entire stock of kitchens and I don't freaking care what happened to your freaking warehouse. I want my kitchen. I've been waiting for weeks. Please don't swear at me, sir. I will do what I like. I want my kitchen now. Unfortunately, sir, due to the fire, the kitchens will not be. This man just could not let me finish a sentence, it seemed. You don't listen, do you? I want my kitchen. Sir. At this point, the customer hit his limit of sanity. He grabbed the screwdriver and started waving it at me. Luckily, the desk was quite high, at about chest height, and big enough to have 4 people work in the box without too much difficulty, so I was able to back away from the madman. He was shouting at me at this point, but I cannot tell you what he was shouting, as I was just watching the screwdriver trying not to get stabbed. What our irate customer didn't know was that this store had a security guard, Steve, who was short, muscular, permanently angry, and was a good friend of mine from all the time he spent leaning on the desk pretending to work. Steve had been watching from the other end of the line of checkouts where he was stood next to the exit to the shop. At seeing the guy pick up the screwdriver, Steve started sprinting towards us and fully flying rugby tackled the customer around the middle and to the ground, slamming his head into the concrete floor. The customer dropped the weapon, and Steve dragged him out of the shop and sat on him till the police arrived. It was when the police watched the cameras that I could see the flying tackle in all its glory. Steve was very proud of that takedown. I think the customer did get his refund, but I don't think he got the 20% discount voucher that the others were offered. Okay, first of all, really sucks that those kids ended up dying. Whatever they were doing, I'm sure it didn't, deserve death or deserve to be met with death. You get what I'm saying here. Also, Steve, what a badass. I would love to see that security footage, but as soon as you start waving a screwdriver around, man, all bets are off. People will take that as a threat, as they should, because screwdrivers, they're dangerous. Trust me, I've stabbed myself with one while trying to get dog food. Funnily enough, though, I didn't, bleed or anything, but I did get to, full-on flesh. Stabbed myself between my index finger and my thumb. It sucked, but I was fine in the end. Alright, this story's called The Bathrooms Have to Be Along the Back Wall. Happened earlier today, still pretty miffed about it. I work in the back room and receiving area of a large store whose building is older than I am. Anyway, there is a gate that normally goes across this back area, blocking it off from the rest of the store with a sign on it saying, "Employees only beyond this point." This is a nice thing to have, as it allows me to do my work without being bothered by customers with questions, since I don't know much about our stock other than how much of it we have or when the next shipment is due. Unfortunately, most of my fellow employees don't understand it and constantly leave it open when they come through, usually to just throw away trash. I am pretty tired of having to shut it at least 5 times an hour and sometimes just let it stay open. Today, an older gentleman comes into the back while I am working and just stands there, huffing to himself. Normally, I try to help out lost customers the best I can, but this guy just marched himself back there into an area that is clearly different from the rest of the store and stood there, wrists on his hips and a pissed look in his eyes. So I pretend like I didn't see him and got back to work. Just my luck. He doesn't take the cue and walks right up to me and huffs in the most perturbed voice I have ever heard from a customer thus far. "Hey, where are your bathrooms?" I, already having a bad day as we are slammed with freight and the night crew left half of their work laying about in my area, look at him and answer, "Other side of the store, sir." "I just came from there," he huffs louder at me, "and they almost certainly aren't there." Me still not caring enough to deal with him. "I'm sorry, sir, but I know they are. They're between electronics and the outside retail doors." He crosses his arms and narrows his eyes at me. "I didn't see them. I went up and down the back wall and it's not there." I sigh as I realize what's going on. I have to answer this same question daily. The bathrooms aren't along the back wall. It's on the side wall, but still on the other side of the store. He then goes into a mini tirade about how there should have been a sign, there are 3 and they are bigger than me, and how all bathrooms should be along the back wall. Me, now getting pissed, "Sir, it's not on the back wall and can't be on the back wall." "Why not?" "Because neither I nor you were here when the building plans were being drawn up. Now, if you want the restrooms, they are on the other side of the building." He starts huffing and trying to say something further, but I cut him off. "Sir, if you want, I can show you to the bathroom." He scowls at me, but agrees. I walk him towards the rest of the store and point above the racking at the ceiling on the other side of the building. "Can you see the bathroom sign, sir?" "Yes, finally," he huffs once more. "Good," I say as he gets to the other side of where the gate goes, and I slam it closed. "You can handle the rest from here." I can't say what his face was like after that, as I turned on my heels and returned to work. But I do know he stood there for a hot second before stomping off towards the bathroom. I would absolutely hate working there. If the one safe place you have is no longer safe because people are too lazy, I would hate it.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode.